about about the volume profile, and then some other things, right? If ever I get the chance to actually make a few things, few what you call this, few concepts, maybe liquidity and so on. You get the point. But in the main purpose of this session is to actually go in depth about the volume profile, right? So guys, the first thing that I'm gonna check is the GBP cat, and then from the GBP cat I think I can show you a few things, all right? So I realized most of the people don't know actually how to plot this volume profile, right? But in how to plot this thing is like, okay, you can see that, okay, you have this high, isn't it? You have this high where this whole movement of the bearish actually started. You can see the movement of the bearish started here, right? Okay, so this is how I'm gonna do it. I will plot my volume from here to this low. All right, I'm gonna plot my volume from here to this low. So what's happening? So what do we have again? We have this thing. Okay, wait, we have this thing here, this red line, which is POC. POC as in like it's point of control, point of control, right? Okay, let me try to actually hide the chart in the background, and then I'll be able to make better examples. All right. So we have this POC, which is point of control, where like that's where we actually assume that, okay, that's where we have high transactions being what you call this, open in the market. You got a point. And then the POC goes as well with what, high value note level, high value note level. You can see that, okay, this volume here, these two bars here are actually more than these ones here and these ones here. So this thing we take it as level, high nose value level. You get a point. Mm, high high value nodes level. That's where we have amount of transactions made in the market. You get a point. High value nodes level. We have high transactions made in the market. You get a point. That's where we actually expect the market to actually do what? If, however, the market was in a downtrend and then this was the low of the market, we expect the market to come, then come to a certain supply to behave here. You get a point, and then drop. You get a point. That's how this thing actually gives us the powerful zones. You get a point. If your analysis are aligning up with what? Aligning with the POC, the point of control line, and then the high value nodes level, these bars here, does kind of good confluence. You get a point. So what you do again, this is the low value node level. You can see that, okay, these last two bars here are very low. The volume is very low. That's why the market was actually doing what? Was actually chaining. Get a point. Was actually creating a low. You can go into your supply or whatsoever. Low value nodes level. You get a point. So again, what do you look for? After finding whatever, after finding the high value nodes level, the POC point of control, the low value nodes level, you must find what? You must find a good supply in between here. You must find a good supply in between here. You get a point. Just find a good supply, and then you wait for the market to come to you. You don't just chase up the market. You get a point. You don't know how long the market will take to come here, or how long, those kind of things. All right. Low value nodes level, and then you wait for the market to come to your point of interest, and then you drop with the market. You get a point. That's what you do every day. You get a point. So the point of control, like the POC, this one. Oh, sorry. This one, like estimate the PDF, and then I guess most of the people who gonna watch this video are the people who actually read the PDF. You get a point. So the point of control is the price level at which there is the highest activity that takes place. You got a point. Know that, okay, therefore, the point of control takes into account only the price level which has seen the most consolidation. You remember that? Okay, I made an example, say where like we have a high consolidation in the markets where like supply are mostly created when the price actually exit that consolidation. All right, the price expand from that consolidation. That's why we create the supply. So this is what the volume gets it. The volume makes sure that gives us more confidence because we can't just say certain consolidation is a supply, certain, you know, those kind of things. You got a point. So about, okay, about the low willingness level, like I said, it's where like we mostly assume that okay, that's where the price actually is actually turning. You got a point. So these are the exact opposite to the high willingness level. The low value notes signify a drop in the volume around a price level. The low value volume notes are created as a result of a breakout in price after consolidation, where like you know the market expand from the consolidation and then it expand, right? The market, okay, like let's say here we have a consolidation and then that's why we're actually taking our volume because we saw an expand. You get a point. So this expand will end up having a what? Low value notes level where it ends. You get a point. So since I know you guys read the PDF and then so you will have to actually, you know, this is just a visual of some other things, some other examples. You get a point. Okay, so that you can see here, you can see what we have. It's like we have this thing. Sorry, we have this thing. We have this volume from this high to this low. Even though we made another low, it's fine, but then we're gonna take the recent one. You get a point. We take this low. You get a point. So what happened? What's happening here? Okay, you can see that. Okay, you have this very short block here, which is the last up candle before this whole move up, this whole expand movement. Well, like you can see that. Okay, this is where you had a consolidation. You can see that this is a consolidation. This is a consolidation. You can see that. Okay, it's our high note, value note level, and then you can see that. Okay, here you had a what? Imbalance or liquidity void. Okay, let's just say it's inefficiency. Number 10. Why is it an inefficiency? You can see that, okay, between these candles here, between this bullish candlestick and then this candlestick here, we have a gap, isn't it? Oh, no, it's imbalance. But they say this the same thing, you know, the same thing. So between these two, this candlestick, this last up candlestick, and then this second candlestick, we have a what? We have a gap, isn't it? So we're gonna take this as unfilled imbalance where the market has to come in the future, or you know, and then fill this imbalance that we have here, right? So now, okay, after finding our POC, after finding our volume and so on, we end up going to what? We find a proper supply. We find the supply, and then that's what we're actually looking to do, what? To actually take ourselves, isn't it? Actually look for ourselves there. Get a point. So this volume, this video is not about defining or whatsoever, but it's about volume, and then somehow if we find liquidity setups, we, you know, I just mentioned. Get a point. No, the market is acting up on us. Oh, yeah, shut up, chat, actually. So yeah, you can see that the market actually comes what? Actually come to this powerful zone because that way we have a what? We have large transactions being made in the market. So other thing, okay, let's check this one. You know, we have two different volumes, and then even this one, where is this one? Yeah, this one. This volume as well actually tells a lot if you understand what you're doing with it, right? If you understand what you're doing with this volume thing, it's gonna, you know, tell you a lot. All right, it's gonna tell you a lot. Let's look at it. So you can see that, okay, this is where we want to take ourselves, and then you can see that, okay, there was a high volume in the market. There was a high volume in the market. You get a point. Transactions, sellers transactions were made. All right, it's not like this one here, it's not like this one here, but then there is a high transactions made in the market. If you understand this volume, if you read the PDF well, you're gonna understand everything that actually I'm actually talking about in the video. You get a point. So now here we can say, okay, the market actually did tapping, even though it was tricky a little bit. And then we continue moving, right? Where's the other example? I have to make another example. Consider, okay, here we hit take profit. Oh yeah, Eurocard. Oh no, this one. Oh yeah, it was. So on this Eurocard, I actually have it actually happened that, okay, we taking another, setup by setup. You get the point. So on this Eurocard, you can see that, okay, we had this low here. All right, we had this low and we had this high. So it was very valid to actually drag my volume from this low to actually to this high. You get a point. Somehow, even from here, it was gonna be better. It's the minor things. You get a point. And then here we had a what? We had a internal trend and liquidity, because that's where retail traders were actually going to look for what? We're actually looking for buys, but in the market actually think. Okay, let me remove this one because they're gonna confuse you. But in the BFI simply means the banks and financial institutions. You get a point. So guys, since you consider, okay, we have internal trend and liquidity where, like, people were actually going to look for buys here because it was trend line touch or whatever. But then to me, it's a liquidity where we actually have to take out this trend line. The people who will be trying to buy at that support trend line. You got a point. So you consider, okay, this is where we had a what? We had the POC level, all right? And then we found a good supply below it. POC. You got a point, the point of control. And then the market did what? The market came to that zone. The market came to that zone and then pushed to the upside. You got a point. So now, since, okay, the market actually started what? Started doing what? The market started doing a reduction in price. So here we had those, equal lows liquidity or whatsoever double. I mean, support and resistance liquidity. This here is it's a support and resistance liquidity, because as you can see, okay, there are many retail traders who are actually going to look for buys here or either pretend to test. All right. So here the buys failed, and then the pretend to test kind of held price, but I don't care about it. What I care about is the market to actually come to my what? Come to my POC level, come to my POC price, because this will have a what? Point of control price. You get a point. And then this will have a what? High value nodes level, as you can see. And then this will have a low value nodes level, low value nodes level. Get a point. And then I'm actually looking for a what? Let me delete this one. I'm actually looking for what? The market to come to my POC level and then push the market to the upside. You get a point. I don't know if you understand. And so even somehow, if ever you were trading both directions, I can say even here you will have found some sellers. I don't know, let me check. No, not this way. Maybe to this low, because there must be a reason why actually this price turned here, why this price turned here, right? There must be a reason. You got a point. If, even though the volume profile doesn't align well with our analysis, but if ever somehow we were going to check this side and then avoid this side, we just check, and then what do we have? If ever we're going to use a different type of analysis method, break of structure to the downside, and then the here in between, I don't know, in between this year we are gonna find a proper point of interest. Okay, let's just say we go to the maybe 3 minutes time frame. So on this 30 minutes time frame, we consider, okay, we had a what? We had this last up candle before this whole move up that actually broke this structure. So that's why we actually have a what? We actually have a point of interest there. You know, we're looking to take this bullish, this last bullish candlestick for our sellers. And then you can see that, okay, this sell was actually, you know, was actually very nice, even though we must be trading in the higher time frame structure. You got a point. We don't really follow this one. You get a point. But I'm gonna follow the buy because it's high confluence. You can see your numbers. We have high confluence in this buy. You get a point. AUD CHF. No, it was not AUD CHF, man. This was bad. Shit. Okay, it's fine. This AUD CHF, you can see that, okay, we had a what? We had this volume as well. What was the pair that was actually recently analyzing? Oh, guys, I'm coming. All right. Oh, I feel like I'm on a session or something, even though I'm not. This is tough. So yeah, guys, as I was saying, we on AUDCHF. On this AUDCHF, you consider, okay, we have a what? We have the POC here, right? We have this POC here, and then we have a what? Brick of structure here, and then we're actually having aligning with liquidity void. You got a point. Actually aligning with liquidity void. So we're looking for the market to actually come to our POC price where like we're having a what also have a supply there. We have this last up candle. This is a bullish order block. I mean bearish order block before this whole movement that actually went to the downside and then broke this low. You get the point. So this here was just a minor setup also. If ever you were going to look for you know these markets actually change structure, you can see, okay, we had a change of character, and then that's where we have what? We have the POC. What's this? The POC line here, and the market came to the POC line, and then the market pushed to the upside. You get the point. And then here now for our sellers, we're looking for the market to come to our point of interest and then violate this whole trend liquidity here. You got a point. This thing is just too easy. It's just too easy. You consider, okay, I drag this thing from this low to this high, and then here I drag this thing from this high to this low. You got a point. So this thing is just way too easy for you to grasp everything, and then you know, I have to do this with something. I'll make another video and then hope you understand whatever the okay. The first things first. There's this pair that I actually analyzed, and then it's way too proper. It's like it's proper, guys. You know. Okay, I think it's AUD something. Yo, it's just seems like it's acting up on me. Okay, yeah. This is the pair. This is the pair, all right? So on this pair, like as you can see, all our confluences are here. This SMS structure, shift market structure. We failed to break this previous high. So we're looking for the market to actually do what? We're looking for the market to actually come to our point of control price, where like you know it's here. It's here. And then you consider, okay, here we had the minor break of structure. I mean the major break of structure. So when we went to the lower time frame, we applied our what? Our change of character setups and so on and so on and so on. You get a point. So as you can see now, the market is actually doing it. The market is actually going to our point of interest and then coming to this point of interest that is coming from the 10 minutes time frame. You get a point. So I'm looking for the market to violate all this liquidity, trend line liquidity. You can see that, okay, this is the upper trend line liquidity, this is the downtrend trend line liquidity. You got a point. We're looking for the market to violate this upper trendline liquidity and then comes up and then go down, violate this down trendline liquidity. Let me zoom this thing proper for you. You can see, isn't it? So hope you understand how we apply this. Hope you understand how we actually apply this volume profile, and then you'll be able to actually sustain profits in the long run. Get a point? Because it gives powerful zones. Like from my experience, I can say it gives powerful zones. Get a point? Does give powerful zones when you know how to use it proper. Get it clear? Peace out, guys. And